Grandma, the unsung hero who spoils us with love and warmth from the very start. Oh, there she is now. Well, not really, but this is the next best thing. This charming spot just beyond the highway will transport you into the heart of her cherished kitchen. Step inside to savor diverse Taiwanese delights that will whisk you away to a place where Grandma's love and flavors intertwine at Grandma's kitchen. As soon as you set foot inside Grandma's kitchen, the lively hum of the boba blender serenades your senses. The cozy ambiance is embellished with whimsical touches from a Three Little Pigs welcome sign to a vintage rotary phone and plush armchairs, inviting you to nestle into the world brimming with charm. Meanwhile, Grandma's grandchildren are carrying on her legacy and are hard at work. And just like that, your drink is done, crafted with great care and consideration. And that's evident in the taste. Remember, Grandma always has a treat for you, so stop by and grab yours today. From NNTV, this is Neria. Cheers!
In October of 2015, NBC reported that 2 Washington State soccer players contracted lymphoma, a type of cancer which re-sparked a debate over if turf is better or worse than grass. The blade of turf is made from plastic, and the quote-unquote dirt is made from recycled rubber, and it doesn't need cutting or watering. Players have reported finding these plastic crumbs everywhere, such as their shoes, their pockets, and their hair. To show you a side-by-side comparison, I have 2 samples. The top one is turf and the bottom one's grass. For NNTV, this is Kyle doing.
After disappearing for 9 months, the orange tables have come back to Main Street. They were originally taken away because students couldn't clean up after themselves and left the tables constantly dirty, despite being trash cans a couple feet away. They were brought back in October because the administration believes that they want to give the students another chance to show they can be respectful to the environment. For NNTV, this is Rowan Hood signing off.
Teachers are an integral part of any school and put their heart into teaching us everything we know. But what if I told you they were under so much stress? What with unfair wages and working hours, teachers are speaking out. And so are the students. Students for Teachers is an independent group run by 2 students from Newton South. They are working to spread awareness and distributed about 2,000 pamphlets across Newton North and South. From NNTV, this is Julia Bartow-Fuchs.
Newton teachers are going into another year with no new contracts. Superintendent David Fleischman has canceled an opening day celebration that was supposed to happen on August 28th. The NCAA president then called a teachers meeting to City Hall. They wanted to make their displeasure known that they're starting another year with no new contract. School committee chairman Ruth Goldman says that state law requires a new contract for every 3 years. After the teachers rally, Mayor Fuller sent out an email stating her remarks that she will try to meet with the leadership to try to put an end to this contract situation. For NNH-TV, this is Ryker.
Students and teachers express frustration over the school Wi-Fi. And as for learning, teachers try to get the lessons up on the board, but the Wi-Fi does not let that happen.
There are improvements that the staff try to make, but it's still the same vital problem of too many computers using the same internet. As a school, we need better Wi-Fi connection for school and our needs. For NNTV, this is Rishi.
This week, the Newton North basketball team beat the #1 ranked team in Connecticut in the first game of a nationwide tournament. The game was neck and neck the entire time, with the score tied at 55 apiece, going into double overtime. Then a clutch layup and a clutch 3 sealed the game away from North. From NNTV, this is Daniel Rojansky.
Artificial intelligence tools are on the rise, forcing Newton North High School to take a closer look at their academic honesty policies and procedures. AI writing tools like ChatGPT, Google Bard, and many others are making it even easier for students to write their own essays. Completing an assignment has never been easier. Just like that, I've written my entire history essay. According to History Department Chair Gregory Drake, the search for AI writing has become incredibly frustrating for teachers, who see themselves now as detectives rather than teachers. Students, on the other hand, find AI as a useful tool for writing and learning. The use of AI as an aid for students has created a headache for teachers and a new source of inspiration for students. For NNTV, I'm Micah Klein.
That is the sound of competition, at least for the Newton North History Trivia team. Last year, the history team had a great season, with both the varsity and JV teams qualifying for nationals. In fact, the junior varsity team even got second place here in Massachusetts. This year, the history team has expanded to include general trivia, but they have by no means given up on history. They have already started preparing for state competitions this winter and fundraising for nationals in DC come the spring. Hopefully, they can perform as well as they did last year. From NNTV, this is Oliver Newberg.
At 16 years old, Massachusetts law allows students to drop out of high school. But some are against this. Spanish teacher Jane Mohanan said, "I believe in freedom of choice, but I truly believe that to be happy and successful in life, you need education." Science teacher Paul Martinez has a different opinion. He says the students should be able to drop out, but only in highly unusual situations. So, should high school students be able to drop out and ditch their high school education and walk out to find a different path in life? With NNTV, this is Charles Kieser.
After 3 years, the foreign exchange program has returned. This program is held by the language department and collaborates with schools in France, Italy, and Spain. So, did the U.S. live up to their expectations? A Spanish exchange student says that the U.S. was more or less what she thought it was going to be, and Massachusetts is very beautiful, and the people were really nice. This program isn't only beneficial for learning a language, it helps you become immersed in the culture. For NNTV, this is Charlotte Bartow-Fuchs.
A few weeks ago, pamphlets like these were found all over the floors of Newton North. Students and teachers alike are demanding a fair contract and showing their support by wearing blue. Although these pamphlets are meant to show their support for teachers, some see them as more of a nuisance.
For NNTV, this is Zach Lipchin.
Last month, North changed their water fountains to only accommodate water bottles. While some students think this is a tragedy, North administrators say that this is the next step to a green school. From NNTV, this is John Dingen.
With the damage of climate change on the minds of many, Green Newton is stepping up to offer youth-accessible solutions. On Wednesday, various schools participated in a Zoom webinar run by the organization that featured student speakers. Transportation and household energy were among the few categories that the speakers emphasized as heavy carbon contributors. According to North Junior Theo Hoffman, passenger vehicles contribute approximately 24% of Newton's greenhouse gas emissions. In an effort to change this statistic, students are being urged to use more environmentally conscious transportation methods. Whether you're biking, walking, or driving, Green Newton encourages you to think about the impact of your carbon footprint. For NNTV, this is William Yons.